Hello everyone. Today I am solving internal 2 question paper. Let's start with section A, data cleaning. First question is, in Bayes theorem, P A by B is equals to. The answer is P B by A and P A divided by P B. So this Bayes theorem updates the probability of A given by a new evidence B. Second question is, the 68 to 95 to 99.7 rule describes the probability mass of the dash distribution, normal distribution, because this rule states that for a normal distribution about 68% of values lie within one standard deviation and 95 within 2 and 99.7% within 3. So it's a quick way to reason about spread. The third question is, the metric that measures uncertainty gained when replacing distribution A with B is called dash. So the answer is Kullback-Leibler divergence. So this KL divergence measures how different two probability distributions are. Think of it as the information lost when approximating distribution A with B. Fourth question is, Ridge regression uses an L- penalty, while lasso uses an L- penalty. So answer is L2 and L1. Because ridge L2 shrinks coefficiently smoothly, lasso L1 can drive some coefficients exactly to zero, performing variable selection. Fifth question, a model that performs well on training data but fails on unseen data suffers from dash. Answer is overfitting, because when a model fits training data very well but fails on a new data, it learned noise instead of the true pattern. Sixth question, in logistic regression, coefficients are estimated using the dash likelihood functions. Answer is maximum likelihood function, because logistic regression uses maximum likelihood function estimation to find coefficient that make observed labels most probable under the model. Seventh question, the hyperplane in SVM that maximizes distance between classes is called the dash margin hyperplane. Answer is maximum margin hyperplane, because SVM finds the hyperplane that maximizes the margin, so the distance between the closest points of the different classes, which improves generalization. In clustering, k-means minimizes within cluster sum of dash. The answer is squares, because k-means groups data by minimizing the sum of square distances from points to their cluster centers. Compact clusters have low within cluster SSE. The ninth question, in PCA, the first principal component captures the maximum possible data. Dash. Answer is variance, because PCA finds direction components with large variance, and the first component captures as much variance as possible in a single line. So 10th question, CNNs are particularly effective for dash data while RNNs are suited for dash data. CNNs exploit spatial locality, images, while RNNs handle sequential dependency, text, time series. So answer is CNNs is for image and for RNNs sequence. 11th question, in TensorFlow, the structure representing operations and dependencies is called a computational dash graph. 12th question, Hadoop's fault-tolerant distributed storage system is called dash HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System, because TensorFlow represents computations as a graph of operations. Hadoop's HDFS stores data across nodes with replication of for fault tolerance. 13th question is a SQL query combining rows from multiple tables based on related columns uses the dash clause, join clause, because this combines rows across tables by matching keys. A Python set holds unique elements and bootstrapping sample with replacement to create many pseudo samples. 14th question. The Python collection that ensures only unique elements is called a set. And 15th question is bootstrapping is a resampling method that samples dash replacement. So answer it with replacement. Now the section B, machine learning concepts. First is Manhattan distance. So the answer is K is equals to 1, that is sum of absolute differences. And the second, Euclidean distance. It is K is equals to 2 and this is a straight line distance. After that, third, Pearson coefficient. The answer is D, COV x comma y divided by dx multiplied by dy. Fourth question, Spearman coefficient. The answer is C, correlation based on ranks. Fifth question, L1 regularization. Answer is E itself shrinks some coefficients to 0. Sixth question is L2 regularization. The answer is F itself shrinks all coefficients proportionally. Then seventh is bagging. The answer is G, written itself bootstrap aggregation of tree. Eighth question, boosting. The answer is H itself sequentially focuses on misclassified samples. Ninth is ridge regression. The answer is uses penalty lambda sum and divided by beta whole square. And 10th is lasso regression. Answer is uses penalty which is lambda by sum. So section C is 16th question, compute probability. A fair die rolled twice, probability that sum is equals to 7. So two fair dice have 36 equally liked outcomes and the combination that sum to 7 are 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2, 6, 1, all the 6 outcomes. So probability is 6 by 36 which is 1 by 6. 17th question, for a binomial distribution n is equals to 10, p is equals to 0.5. So expected value is equals to np is equals to 5. So in binomial distribution, the mean expected number of successes is n into p. Here 10 trials with success probability 0.5 gives expected successes 5. And the last question, 18th, if r square is equals to 0.8 and TSS is equals to 100. So compute RSS. So R squared is equal to 1 minus RSS divided by TSS. So on rearranging it gives RSS is equals to TSS multiplied by 1 minus R square. So with R square 0.8 and TSS is equals to 100. So RSS is equals to 20.